at the theaters today is because it taken a lot of seats for some people. I don't know why, because they were trying to get popcorn and soda, I guess everything. Unless if everything starts to get a lot more emptier for these feeder seats, because it was so crowded that I don't even know what to do. Okay. So I sent a little picture through that one community post I just did. What I've been thinking about Mortal Kombat 2 movie was kind of really interesting. It really talks about defending and fighting against other people. It was like so much longer than unexpected to be. In some many parts of the ma- many parts of the movie theater, it was crazy, and I know how fun it is, but typically it wasn't really that much planned as soon as it was. I really enjoy watching it, even though there were a lot of crowded people behind me, and I was sitting on the first row of the seat because sometimes I like to sit where the audience was, and the manager told us that they shut off the movie due to the incident that just happened, but they reminded everyone just to wait patiently. And then, as soon as it stated to happen, the movie came back, and we just have to do it in a repeat. It's just like a quick rewind based on that one dialogue. They had to act through each part of that one specific movie, and now everything starts to get a lot more fun and really interesting. I was so confident that I seen somebody falling asleep in that one theater seat. But at least I wouldn't mind everybody. They were like, "Oh, I was trying to watch something, but then this drastically happens." And then after that, we ate some food. We actually took the MTA bus all the way back to where the restaurant is. After we got some food, we took the train back to our home. And what a relief. But next time, I will take the train all the way through that one station by myself. And then I'll greet everybody. It's like being part of New York City was kind of fun. If you don't know where the AMC theater is, it's in part of Flushing, but I don't recommend going to this one area. So if you're from part of that country or state in across New York, just meet me there. But as of right now, after we drive home, there's that one guy at the door talking to the police officer about a thief stealing people's expensive stuff, and I don't know why. Nathan, good to see you. And I was so worried that this guy could be in prison. I was like, no, he's trying to be innocent, and I don't know what's going on. Pip, aid, sign, and construction. Good to see you. Also, this is not what I expected to happen as of this year. Typically, it has gone through a lot of drama. Okay, I don't really. that cops would try to pull over two cars, and it is so not that fun. I thought we were about to get arrested, but no, we didn't. This two this car in front of me were trying to, drive all the way through that one street. Maybe they just going out to buy something, or maybe like, And then after I got home outside, there was that one guy in a bicycle. And then a neighbor was in the backyard. And then I rang the doorbell, and then somehow I got in. And this is why I'm here live streaming and recording all that stuff. So yeah, I had a busy day and possibly weekend and all that stuff. We're not gonna do games, unfortunately, because I might need to do some announcements and stuff. And also, maybe I should do probably just a few bits of talk and information just to recognize, and then we'll go from there. I know you guys were impressed about me, but you know, it's really a lot more calm and relaxing. Even though I missed everybody from that one place due to walking in particular area. I saw the full basketball court outside across from that street. It was kind of really fun just knowing that they done how to proper shoot and dunk at the same time. They were amazing. I do wish they could go to the NBA for their finals, according to that one specific highlight that was posted on the footage of the upcoming Ranger games that might end up happening on theaters or something like that. When you get when you go to the auditorium, you might see a lot of people. Like it's crazy because they were cheering for everyone, and I was like, wait, are they trying to let the other team lose and make the other team win? That's kind of related to sports. You know, I just really recommend based on everything that they know, which really were interesting. There were a bunch of popcorn laying around through that one machine, and I feel like this really wants to make us feel a lot more happier than ever before. Hey, what's good on non-moderators? Good to see you. Is anyone looking forward to seeing the Michael Jackson movie? Because I really missed out on that one movie that I've been watching or waiting for. And I'm not sure if it's kind of related to one topic. I'm pretty sure that this might feel a lot more confident than ever before. Also, guys, happy Mother's Day. And I know it just started already, but if you want to have a gift for your mom or dad, just yeah. Mother's Day ended here? Really? Where am I? I was at home. I just okay, before I left the house. Oh no, sorry. After I went back to the house, I was like, wait, is that a neighbor? and I just saw them in the backyard. They were trying to do something, and I don't know, maybe they were like doing their own gardening and stuff. And I don't know which country, but just, you know, I had to identify myself. Am I going live tomorrow? Possibly. Bro, you're American. I am. I was actually born in the U.S. What do you expect? You think I'm English? Some of my friends used to speak English a lot. Okay, listen, I really talk to them in person. It's not only just us. I mean, it's not only just me, it's just everyone. Okay? I just saw them somewhere in. I thought you speak English. Well, I do, and everybody does. Listen, we're all Americans, but our family lives in a different culture. It doesn't really have to be the same. It can be different. It can be, you know, how languages are. Because we're all friends, okay? I mean, are you African American? Sometimes I like to curse. So, but a long time ago, I didn't say the curse word. Back when I was like, what, 13 or 12? Or even like something like 11. That was like 3 years ago. Yeah, exactly. No cursing. Um, but now I stopped cursing. So I thought everybody thinks. Okay, I just met one African friend of mine. He was basically from a different school, and somehow we just got along with each other. Okay, um, I just said hi to him, and then I also met another friend. I had a ton of friends in New York City, so I was walking to school, right? And then I met up with everybody, like somewhat in person, I think, and maybe even online as well. Maybe sometimes they like to hang out with each other. Maybe it could be like a hangover, but sometimes I don't invite them to parties as well, just because they're still young, right? Um, not only if they're 18 or older, they can still party if they want. Only if they would get invited, though. You know, bro, stop lying. I'm not lying, bro. Listen, here's the thing. Everybody can party, okay? But most schools can have fun. And I know some of you guys might say that some schools can, you know, why, bro? The teachers say that if we want a party, then, you know, they always bring music and stuff, even snacks and, you know, like, you know, it's just really fun. And sometimes we can dance along to music that is favorite. And sometimes, you know, if they don't like the music, then they can just switch it. Okay, it's really that simple. All they have to do is grab a laptop or a speaker, just change the music as well. They could do it in they could do it in hallways, especially when it's Halloween. Um, either Thanksgiving or something like that. Yeah, parties is fun, but happens. Yeah, you know. Anyways, where are your parents, bro? They just went upstairs, doing their own business. So yeah, actually, they might have to do something maybe because of work. They had to go up into their rooms, and yeah, just for like you know, that's that's how it is. But anyways, I'm here just chilling and relaxing. Let's say hi to them. Dude, my parents doesn't want to be on stream. Listen, to be honest, they might get mad at me. What if they try to record stuff like if they give me to do some chores that I had to do, then I just might have to do it. But anyways, yeah, I mean you chill, thank you. Am I going to be some well, I'm planning to do a video, but it might be scheduled next week because yeah, I might have to do schoolwork and all that stuff. Oh, and by the way, I might be going out to work at school, and I was like so amazed to see how people can work outside if they're like 17 or older. And but first they need to train them first before they had to start working. And then later on, as soon as I graduate high school in possibly about 3 years, I might be able to go out somewhere. And sometimes I can take anything all by myself, especially with having stuff that needs to be done. Like, for example, where you want to go, possibly the store to maybe I could get a job there. But I can, but first I need to get interviewed by someone. Like, whenever I get into a job, like, for example, which store? Maybe either, it could be any store, okay? Typically. But after the job from the store, I can move on to another job. And then maybe I could just help out with stuff, maybe sometimes, maybe like thrift store, maybe like technology stuff, maybe like going to Best Buy or Nintendo. You will pass the interview if you stay calm. Yeah, I know. I'll try to be normal and just talk to the interviewer unless if they give me hard and ridiculous questions. You know, hopefully I hope mine if I answered them correctly. But if not, it's okay. Sometimes they can just fail miserably. But hopefully I'll pass it in no time. Just things might get better in the future, and hopefully, you know, just I can talk to him wherever I want. But hopefully, after the job that I got received to do, and then I can, you know, proceed to do something that is way more fun. And yeah, your time will come. Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys for cheering on me and and all that. So where I've been today was I went to the theater I thought I was supposed to watch the Michael Jackson movie, but unfortunately, all the seats were kind of full right now. So we went to the movie that has Mortal Kombat in it. So we went there, and there was not enough seats, so we decided to go there and just find the seat that is supposedly on the first row or the second row. So as soon as we get to the first row, we take out our snacks to watch the full movie. And then after the first part of the movie, the lights immediately turned on. And all of a sudden, the movie stopped. Like exactly for like 5 minutes or so. Or maybe even longer. And then the manager comes in and said, "Oh, I'm sorry that if the movie has been cut off or been played accidentally, there's something going on right now. Hopefully, it might fix within about few minutes," which the manager said. And then all the lights turned off again, and then the movie just started playing. It just went on a full repeat. After that, the second part comes, and is really interesting. Is they try to defeat the enemy, and yeah, and then later on, it just went through. It just went to the credit, and then the movie ended. So we walked back to the counter, and we just sat there. Like I was looking at all the people walking, and there was that one place to sit. And how was the movie? It was not that long, to be honest, but sometimes they filmed it and directed it very well because they always try to play the act as good so that the movie can represent the funny part and then the good part. The audience was laughing at the most funny part when they say, like, and sometimes it gets funnier and funnier until things start to feel worried because one of the majesty of the king in China were certainly have been falling asleep. And then at the end, he woke up. After that, they had to make a certain revenge on them, and everything starts to go back to normal as it is. But somehow that one lady was been stuck into a chain, or like that was like behind the wall or something like that. It was really kind of serious, but somehow they tried to put on like a mask, try to hide from a person's face through that one part of the movie. And then they grabbed like a gem, or they call it like a, what is that called? I think it was like a, yeah, it's probably like a gem, and they somehow try to get the evil person to be attacked from that one innocent person. And they all have been felt happy about not listening to this one evil person that we're trying to do and being forced on, right? So they had a battle against each other, and it was kind of really serious for her, but and I guess everybody was okay, and Will you do lifeguarding this summer? Oh yes. Starting as of June, I might be able to lifeguard someone because if they need help with swimming or anything, like if they don't know how to swim, I can just help them. Or if somebody was in trouble and don't know how to do it, then I can tell them. Did you get your Red Cross certificate? Not really, because I don't really do lifeguards and all that stuff. Because I actually don't do lifeguards at all. But I somehow see one person. Yeah. Should I get it? I mean, hopefully. If I want to be a lifeguard, then sure. It's fun, you make money. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Alright, well, yeah. By the time when I turn 22, I'll start becoming as a lifeguard. Okay, gotcha. I'll make a lot of money and maybe try to get paid even more. If people, I can teach them how to swim, but first they need to bring a teacher along with them, so that way it is easier. And yeah, it's cool. But anyways, yeah. You know what? Yeah, I should be a lifeguard. Take care, y'all. All right. See you later. Thanks for coming to the stream. Alright, let me see if I'm going live tomorrow. Next Tuesday, the following Tuesday, I won't be live. Because I had to handle some busy stuff. And next Wednesday I'll be live, but not this Wednesday because I gotta do some practice. And at the end of May, I'll be doing a birthday party stream. According to May 31st. By the way, on May 20th, the back door of my house is getting removed. The reason why my back door is gonna get removed is they cannot feel happy about the key that is onto the door. So what they do is they had to remove it. And then they had to install the gate with the password in it. So it might from May 20th to the 30th, which is gonna be insane. And I know some of you guys might feel jealous of it. I will do a live stream of it and then we'll go from there. So anyways, I'll be live tomorrow. Stay healthy, but I won't be live the following week. So yeah.